Greetings, members one and all of the Salivation Nation. Gold and silver continue their upward trajectory, as well as platinum and palladium. It's been kind of exciting to watch, although the movements have been relatively, there's not been a wild gesticulation of the movement in gold and silver prices, but it's been healthy and it's been good and it's been relatively consistent over the past week, so this is good. It's nice to see silver finally starting to at least move along with gold, even though the ratio really hasn't tightened as much as most of us think it should. But we'll continue to kind of pay attention and see what happens with these markets, and we'll accumulate as we can. But this is some interesting news here from Kitco that central banks' total reserve additions from Russia is about 600,000 ounces in June. So they're adding a lot here. Let's take a look here. Russia's gold reserves topped the $100 billion mark in July as gold prices rose and the country's central bank continued to buy the yellow metal, according to the bank's latest press release. The Russian central bank bought another 597,000 ounces, or 18.67 tons of gold in June, which put the total gold holdings at 2,208 tons as of July 1st. $100.3 billion of Russian central bank said in the latest data release. Now that is from June, before the prices really kind of shot up here with gold. As of the time of the writing, August COMEX gold futures were trading at $1,417 an ounce, but it's now up to $1,424.60 an ounce. Moscow's been actively buying up gold this year, adding more than 96 tons since the beginning of 2019. It'll be interesting to see what July holdings or buying of what they're doing with the price up, because some people actually feel that gold is slightly overvalued, but we'll see. I think some of the buying by the central banks when the prices are will tell us whether it's overvalued or not. Russia bought 200,000 ounces in May, 550,000 ounces in April, 600,000 ounces in March, 1 million ounces in February, and 200,000 ounces in January. During the last decade, Russia's gold reserves have gone from 2% to 19% as of the end of the fourth quarter in 2018, according to the World Gold Council's data. The World Gold Council has been pointing to an overarching trend towards gold, noting that central banks around the world purchased a total of 651.5 tons of gold last year, which is the largest amount since 1971. What's more interesting to understand in the case of Russia is not that these large numbers, but the trend. Emerging market central banks have been buying gold fairly consistently since 2011. And we saw actually now that gold is recognized by the Central Bank of Central Banks as a Tier 1 asset from Basel III. And they're looking to diversify their reserves. They're looking for safety, and gold provides that to them, World Gold Council Director of Investment Research Juan Carlos Artigas told Kitco News at the beginning of April. And then from the Twitter feed from Kitco News, here's a look at the top 10 countries with the largest gold reserves by tonnage. Drastic change in Russia's and a massive drop in Switzerland. Look at that, Switzerland from 39 to 5%. And United States from 77% down to 74%. And Netherlands is up a bit, but this is an interesting chart for sure. Russia, following that line here, Russia 3%. That doesn't kind of see where. Okay, here's Russia, and then it goes up. They got these lines mixed up here. That's the problem. That line does not go to that Russia. This year is no different from the last, with central banks, which have been heavy gold buyers since last year, continuing to add the precious metal to their reserves. Global gold reserves continue to climb, tracking the 8% gain in June, the biggest monthly surge in 3 years as trade and economic tensions rise, said commodities brokerage SP Angel. Analysts cited data on the International Monetary Fund website showing that Kazakhstan raised gold holdings to 12.07 million ounces last month from 11.925 million in May. Turkey increased to 16.3 million ounces last month from 16.03 million in May. Meanwhile, the Kyrgyz Republic's holdings rose to record 0.42 million ounces in June, with SP Angel noting that the data go back to 1995. And that just goes to show you the central banks are doing it around the world. And of course, the U.S. being the world's largest holder of gold, they're not letting go of a great amount of it. Hey, it's good for us too. And I believe that gold is that ultimate hedge. And I believe and I encourage those, even with silver kind of squeezing a bit, and with the margin, with the ratio between gold and silver a bit. Some people say, well, hey, it's time for me to get silver because it's going to tighten up. It may or may not. Even if it does, I would still encourage people to diversify into some gold because it is the ultimate. It's a little more stable, and it's a way to kind of protect yourself and against the wild movements in other assets and other commodities. Gold is seen as kind of the best hedge. Silver still a good hedge, make no mistake. But if you're interested in gold and silver and want to add a lot more to your stack, this is one way to do it, because the second round, now there's $1 million worth of gold and silver up for grabs this summer. $1 million worth of gold and silver will be hidden throughout North America as Gold Hunt, which I posted a video about this before, had an event in 3 cities in Canada. Well, now they're doing it again in Canada and in the U.S. They were walked away with $100,000 worth of gold and silver, and they were found relatively quickly. The organizers are now extending that invitation to 7 more cities in North America. In each city, a chest containing $100,000 worth of gold and silver is hidden, and residents are invited to channel their inner pirate and search for the treasure. Participants must purchase a map to take part, and this time around, Gold Hunt has presented an offer to upgrade the map that allows participants to claim epic loot along the way, which range from toys to tech for an additional cost. All right, very good. Apparently, the last round was pretty profitable. On July 27th, the treasure hunt revisits Edmonton, Vancouver, and Calgary again, with the prize hidden in each city. It will then make its way further east towards the cities of Winnipeg, Halifax, and Hamilton, inviting residents to search for the hidden treasure starting on August 31st. Then, on the 14th of September, the Edmonton-based company will be venturing out to unfamiliar territory, taking the original real-life $100,000 treasure hunt to the United States for the very first time. Texans will have a chance to hunt for treasure in 4 major cities: Austin, Dallas, Houston, and San Antonio. Very good for you Texans out there. Stay tuned. Since the success of the first round in June, with all 3 treasures being located in a week, Gold Hunt has drummed up excitement for the second round. Just like last time, however, the company is using the hashtag #NoShovel to warn participants that no actual digging is required to locate the treasure. I didn't get that detail last time. As the chests are above ground, not buried. All right, very good. This is, I remember if they say just like last time. I think maybe not like last time. Maybe this is something new, but I don't remember reading about the no shovel thing before. It's an opportunity of skill. People can use their wits to solve clues and find treasures, said Chris Cromwell, spokesperson for Gold Hunt, in an interview with CTV Calgary. He challenged participants to locate the batch of treasure chests faster than the first round, as one Edmonton family had managed to track down the chest in just 20 hours after the hunt was initiated. They actually knew where it was within 6 hours, as you remember from my prior video. So very interesting. So, just as Russia is increasing their reserves of gold to their banks, to their central banks, well, you can increase your hoardings of gold and silver with this treasure hunt. Post your thoughts below. I'd like to extend a multitude of gratitude to you all for watching, and encourage you to please
rate, share, comment, and subscribe.